Hi guys. Sorry, my voice is kind of in and out of it, so this is not how I normally sound. It's a little messed up because I'm still getting over bronchitis. So right now, this is my video. I wanted to talk to y'all guys about the night orientation. And right now it's currently day 2. Night orientation started yesterday, which is Monday, over here at the Houston terminal. And the first day, I actually arrived here on Sunday night, the night before. Sorry, I'm moving the camera a lot. And the trip up here was pretty nice because I live in San Antonio, so it wasn't that far to drive over here. It's pretty much just I-10. And traffic was alright, you know, if you can deal with driving. I mean, pretty much that's what job you're going to be in, is just driving anyway, if you're just starting out like me. And the first day was alright. You know, it starts at 7:15 in the morning, so we need to report to orientation. And checking into the hotel was pretty nice, and this is a nice place. You know, they have a real good updated hotel. It even has a desk over here. You know, chair and everything, and they have a decent TV, the restroom and everything like that. Pretty nice. And the meal situation, if you're wondering, they actually supply a complimentary breakfast over here, so you have free breakfast at the hotel. As far as lunch, they actually been buying us lunch, so we didn't have to worry about eating so far. When we got to the orientation, that day one, they ordered us a Jimmy John's, you know, sub sandwiches, if you've never heard of that restaurant. And so I got some heartburn problems. But today they got us pizza, and we pretty much just ate that for lunch. And on day 1 orientation, they pretty much just, like, you know, introduced themselves. They got us our own little room. The group was kind of small, like 6 people. And it was me and one other female only. The other female, she had to be rescheduled to come back later for orientation because they had selected her and one other guy to get sleep apnea testing. And it's not mandatory, but I think if you have a certain, like, neck size, they pick you to get a sleep apnea test done. And that holds you back, basically. I don't know how it's arranged. I think, I could be wrong, I think. They actually send you to a clinic of theirs to get it done. I think they pay for it, but of course it's going to hold you back from driving and getting paid to drive and basically working. So I haven't met anybody in the orientation group who already had it, so I don't know what the process is if you already have it and you're already getting treatment. But the process was really nice. Like, they gave us folders that had, like, some paperwork in it. And that's when they started doing a drug test. You know, I didn't use the restroom. I pretty much held it before I got to the orientation. And once I was able to go, it was like literally hours later, like 3 or 4 hours after we started orientation. Pretty much we're just sitting in the driver's lounge until they called us up to do the pee test, which is not a big deal. You just go pee, bring the cup back, they send it off to, like, their own contracted lab, and they get it in 2 days later. And as far as the hair follicle test, they do it the same day. And yes, they do both. They do both urine and hair follicle. And the hair follicle test, all they did was on part of my hair back here, it's really short because I have it, like, almost like buzz cutted back there. They pretty much just took, like, the shortest part of my hair, cut, like, a lot of it off, like, I would say, like, enough to fit in the palm of my hand. It, like a small little pile. I don't want to freak any women out there out, but yeah. They pretty much just, like, cut a big old line across the back of my head. And put it, like, in a tinfoil thing. And then they send it off to a lab of their own. So, that's how they did the hair follicle test. they pretty much ask you if you take anything regularly, and of course I'm not taking anything, and that was it. I just finished my sealed test, my sample, and they said they get it back probably Wednesday, so probably like tomorrow or the next day it could be. And pretty much once they passed those two tests, they said they're pretty much hired. That all I have to do is just finish the last part of being enrolled. And tomorrow they said basically, of course, they should get the results back, and we should be doing like all of our banking stuff, like direct deposit, and like any other like payroll forms. And they let us over here, they let you actually pick your truck once they finish training, and training I believe is at least 4 weeks. And as far as home time, from what I've been told, I don't know exactly for sure yet until I actually finish training myself, is that whenever you do get a trainer sign, that you pretty much go out for 2 weeks. And from what I was told, you're allowed to go home for like 2 or 3 days. That's from what else told us. Of course, I haven't got to that point yet, so I don't know for sure exactly. But you go home for like a couple of days, whatever. Your trainer picks you back up, and then pretty much from that point, you just do the last 2 weeks of your training. And of course, if your trainer thinks that you're okay, then you get approved to be in your own truck. And another trucker that was there talking with us while we were waiting for our P-test yesterday, he was telling us, yeah, they pretty much told me to go out there and pick out whatever truck I wanted to and just let them know, give them the number, and they're going to give me the keys to be assigned to it, which is nice because you can go out there, you can go inside the truck, check it yourself, make sure it's not messed up, if you like it, no damage, everything looks functional, and then telling me what that truck. But everything's nice right now. It's nice and calm. It's not loud over here. The hotel's pretty good place. I'm sitting here watching TV and stuff, and yeah, it's a real good hotel. They gave me a king size bed. Of course, I have no roommate here. It's just me, and I don't think it's going to be exactly like this for everybody because, of course, everybody's not going to be the same. I'm sure, guys, what it looks like out front. See, that's my SUV right down there, parked right below the building. And it's not a very huge hotel. It's pretty much just like a corner lot. And you can see the main street is right out there, right where the car's passing. And the highway's actually right there. And the terminal is actually like a mile away. So it's not even that big of a deal. And here's the desk I was telling y'all guys about. So yeah, everything's really nice. It's a really good place. Over there, everybody's very friendly, very professional. So if you are getting away from a trucking company that was very rude, everything that you don't want to be around, this is a good company. I would trust them. And sorry, I think I have something on my hair. Permagel, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a good company. I fought real hard to get my CDL. It took me like 2 truck schools. Long story. I can summarize it to that the first school, they failed me 3 times, and all 3 times it was because of the parallel. And sorry, my face is really broken out. I don't know why. And it took me basically to go over to CR England's premier school to test. Only the first time I passed flying colors. And the first school failed me because of 2 inches on the rear of my trailer. And I only had 1 extra pull-up. So I think they did it on purpose because I called corporate on the school. And that school was Roadmaster. I mean, they're alright, but I don't know. Like, I'll rate their school as a C. C or D, actually. Because, like, pretty much once you get towards the testing side, you're just a number to the school, and they really didn't want to help me test the 4th time. So whatever. But I mean, Knight, real good company. And even the DM actually offered to like run and get us snacks if we wanted to, but we told him no. Like, pizza was good enough. So I mean, that's that's everything. I think on day 4, they have us go out there and see the trucks, and they have us do like some kind of like mini eval, and only some people were selected to do a road driving test, and I wasn't selected, so I didn't have to do it, so I couldn't really tell you too much about what it's like. But some guys, I think it just depends on your experience or your training, and of course, I already have like over 200 hours of training, so I guess that might be why. You know, they just picked a few guys in our group and took them out for like a 30-minute drive. And sorry I'm moving the camera a lot. It's hard to relax when you're so congested and just sit still, whatever. If you have any questions, just ask me. And, or anything about driving in general. You know, if you have problems with the parallel maneuver, I can try to give you some insight. It's better to describe it when I'm actually present, like in person. But I can try my best. If any questions about night so far, like for the next 2 days, I could probably do like a part 2, you know, video to tell y'all guys what it's like. And then maybe do a video when I'm on the road. I plan on doing a regional drive-in, which is where you're restricted to do only certain states around your home state. So, of course, I'm from South Central Texas, so it could be like the whole southern half of the U.S., basically. And they said they're not forced dispatch. They made that clear. So that's a major concern. They're not forced dispatch. And forced dispatch is where, like, oh, you have to finish this load today. You can't say you're tired now. You know, or you have to do this load over in New York. No. Like, you know, if you're uncomfortable, driver manager, which they talked to us today, like, you know, they were pretty cool with it. We're not forced dispatch, but pretty much what you give night in return is what you get on your paycheck. So if you don't drive a lot or you cancel, say I can't do this, I can't do that, I mean, paycheck's going to reflect it. So they pay all right for starting mileage. I think it's like about 40 cents, whatever. I mean, it's pretty good. I know Sarah England was only going to pay me like 10 cents a mile. It's stupid. You know, it's whatever works for you. You know, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Sorry, I look pretty terrible. My face is broken out. You know, I look pretty bad. I'm sick. I'm still getting over this like bronchitis. It's terrible. But if you have questions, guys, just let me know. You know, hotel rooms, A+, I give it. You know, they clean pretty every day. They actually have a my own personal microwave and refrigerator over there. So the Walmart over here is terrible. In Katy, Texas, this is the most ridiculous shopping I've ever had. And that was just the grocery section, and people were alright. Most of them are kind of rude over there. I'm not used to people over here in Katy, so I'm not from here. But alright, guys, so just if you have any comments, just shoot them below. You know, I can't wait to get out there and start driving. You know, trucking is not for everybody, but should have done this years ago. Alright, guys, so bye.